Welcome to another episode of All Things Weather with Anthony and Brody. This week our story is cold and maybe some wintry weather. Yeah, we'll talk about that here in just a minute. 26 is what it is right now in Aberdeen, to 23 in Starkville, and look at Pontotoc, already dipping down into the teens at 18 degrees. Now, once you factor in that wind to your body, it feels like 22 Starkville, feels like 17 to you, your body in Aberdeen, 13 in Pontotoc. And we have a cold weather advisory for all of our coverage area. Those highlighted counties, that's all of our coverage area. And basically, what does that mean? One, it's just plain out cold. But wind chills could be anywhere from 0 to 5 degrees. Now, this will be majority in the morning when we experience those very low, cold wind chills. But in the afternoons, our wind chills are only going to warm up in the 20s. So you want to make sure you remember the 4 Ps with this hazardous and extreme cold that we are experiencing. People, check on your grandparents. Make sure to have an adequate heating source. Pipes is really the big thing out of the 4 this week, because once we're looking at maybe 72 to 90 hours of below freezing temperatures, that can do some big old damage to your pipes, plants. If you have any plants outside, bring those in. And of course, you can't forget about your 4-legged furry friends. Now, take a look at those wind chills again. Monday morning, if you want to go get some brunch or have anything to do, you need to dress for it feeling like 9 degrees in Starkville. To your body, it's going to feel like 8 degrees Monday morning in Tupelo stepping out the door. But then those wind chills are only going to warm up in the lower 20s to upper teens. 22 Starkville, 23 in Aberdeen by Monday afternoon at 3 o'clock, when normally that's our peak heating of the day. But then those wind chills come crashing back down into the teens and single digits by the overnight hours. Into Tuesday morning, heading off to those classes Tuesday morning, 16 Aberdeen to 15 Starkville. That's what you need to dress for. So layers are a necessity. Single digits come back into the picture by Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So definitely want to bundle up for those early morning classes starting on Tuesday. High temperatures over the next couple of days, 32. We're only getting above freezing Monday and Tuesday. Finally, get out of 32 and above freezing on Wednesday. Back in the 40s by the end of the week, and then maybe some 50s back in the picture by the weekend. But look at these overnight lows. They're just downright cold. 19 on Monday, 12 Tuesday morning. That's the coldest morning. Tuesday into Wednesday morning will be the coldest morning. Finally in the 20s. And then we finally get above freezing by the weekend. So, Anthony, we've got the cold. Do we have the moisture to get some wintry weather?
Well, Brody, unfortunately, moisture is probably going to be our biggest problem for us seeing accumulating snow. Let's talk about the snowfall that's already happened so far this season. 6, 7, 8 inches up towards St. Louis and the Midwest. For here, if you remember, it feels like a long time ago, actually, we did get snow. And about 1 inch in Starkville. If you're towards Winston County, it was technically sleet, so it's not picking up on this model, but we did get some wintry precipitation at least. Up in Lee County, 3 inches in Tupelo, 2.5 inches in Pontotoc, 2.5 in Fulton. So we've gotten snow. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll see much this time. The reason why potentially we can get some snow, there's a subtropical jet that is firing off in the Gulf. Now there's going to be a piece of energy that's going to enter the Gulf, and that's what's going to provide the chance. So let's talk about it. A low pressure developing on Monday. We'll be stuck with some clouds. That's why it'll be kind of cool on Tuesday, Brody, like you were mentioning. Then some snows going on in Louisiana. We may see a brief flurry here towards the I-20 corridor, but notice nothing for us really going on through the Tuesday afternoon time period into the evening, and that just leaves us with pretty much nothing. The highest chance is going to be further off to the south, and for us, it's just going to be straight up cold. So this is my most optimistic look. A dusting along I-20 if you're towards the south of Leake County and Yazoo County, mainly for the Jackson Metro South. 1 to 2 inches for Natchez, stretching over to Hattiesburg, and maybe 3 to 5 inches on the Mississippi-Louisiana line. We're going to be cold enough for snow. Here are temperatures in the morning, like you said, Brody. Here are temperatures in the afternoon. We just won't have that moisture enough. And here's really the picture that shows that. These are the dew points at the time where we could be seeing some snow. Now, dew points can be negative. It's basically like think of it as like a minimum temperature. So if the temperatures are at 20, the dew points are at -8, those need to be the same. And the air is so dry that it's going to be really hard for those temperatures and the dew point to match to get saturation to get snowfall. So here's my projection here in Starkville. Maybe a few flurries. Definitely not looking anything like that background. Some high totals will be south of us. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing a snow day. The cold air is probably the bigger threat, like you were mentioning, Brody. And I just want to leave you with one sign of just optimism. Today is actually the climatological coldest day of the year in Starkville, and we only go up and up. So we'll be in the 60s on average by the time we head towards late February, the 70s in late March, and then the low 80s for average high temperatures by the time we head towards graduation. So warmer weather is on the way, but probably not as fast as you would like it to be.